It's Dark Doll, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about your dreams, and that's what the name of the show is, called Dream Talk. Dream Talk is a show where I share with you the dreams that I have and how I decipher them and make sense of the symbols that are within each dream. I also sometimes will find things online pertaining to dreams that I think can help you, and sometimes I just bring forth something intuitively that I feel will help people. So that's what I'm doing today. Today, I want to talk to you guys about nightmares, and people have a lot of problems with nightmares lately. I think that mainly nightmares are coming about because there's a lot of major events going on in the world, and a lot of times we can take those major events, the feelings from the major events, into our dreamland. When you do that, you start to feel out of control of your dreams, and then they become nightmares. So the way to take control of the dream is to prepare yourself for the dream world. And I've talked about this before, but I don't mind talking about it again. And I think I'm going to go inside. It's getting noisy out here. So let's go inside. I didn't think it would be as noisy on that side, but I guess it is. It's noisy out here. As soon as it was quiet, I was able to do it. I'm going to go inside, grab my tea. Sorry about that. This is real life, guys. Real life. Real YouTube life. The life of one is not like the life of many. Alright, it's starting to get a little noisy out there, so I decided I'll just come on inside here. I'm gonna put it right here into the studio. Okay. Got all my goodies. Let's close the door quick. Yeah, I was feeling drawn to do a video today about a show today for Dream World, for Dream Talk, about nightmares. That one hair. Nightmares. They get people really wound up and scared when they wake up, and you have that adrenaline running through and coursing through your veins, and it's very scary. Like I said, I think that a lot of the nightmares that are occurring right now are a reflection of things that are going on in this world. A lot of times, too, nightmares can be a reflection, like in this time period right now, of things to come. Major disasters. Maybe you're having dreams about floods and things of that nature, and it may not just be symbolic, it might be literal. So, with all that said and done, get yourself a dream book, get yourself a dream diary or dream journal, whatever you want to call it, and write down these dreams. Now, you may not think that you understand what these nightmares mean when you're writing them down because you're in the heat of the moment. And that's the best time to write it down because you still have the feeling of that nightmare in there and you can easily figure out what's going on. So, I have some of my honey lemon ginseng tea. So, hold on. Oh, that's delicious. So, yeah, here's another thing you can do right before bedtime. And I've talked about this before, but I say it differently each time, I'm sure. And I add a little extra onto the suggestion. Get yourself in a relaxed state of mind. When you go into the dream world and you're feeling really angry and you're feeling very depressed or sad or whatever, all of these emotions and feelings enter into your dream world and can turn it into a nightmare. If you're not able to, at night, find a way to meditate and understand the things that happen within your day, then it just enters into your dream world. And it makes it scary. It makes it where you can't understand what is going on and why you're dreaming this way and why these images are coming out of your own mind and creating this nightmare. A lot of times nightmares can be brought about also, not just because you're bringing in these adrenaline rushed thoughts and feelings into the dream world when you're sleeping. They also can be, these nightmares can also be brought about from traumas that haven't been healed. And so it's just trying to scare you, to wake you up, to see that you have to do something about these traumatic events that happened in your life, or else you'll keep on repeating these nightmares until the problem is resolved in some sort of way. I'm not in any way saying that's easy to do, because I know I've been working through it and it's challenging. But you have to find time out to make that effort to understand what your dreams are about, what your nightmares are about. Your nightmares a lot of times are a reflection of what's going on in the waking world. It's within you, it's you. So it's within your power to not have a nightmare. You just have to believe that. I think once you become more in control over your dream world, that you are the architect of your dream, you're writing out your dream, it becomes what's called a lucid dream, where, okay, you're getting ready to get shot at, but you don't want that to happen. Look, it's my dream. I'm not going to get shot at. What purpose would that serve for this dream? Really? So, if you can take control of your dreams, then you can have less nightmares or no nightmares at all. Don't be afraid of the things you see in your dream. When you're afraid of them, that adds energy to that fear, and the fear grows and gets bigger and bigger to the point where you're immobilized and you're in a nightmare. And when you wake up, you still have that adrenaline like feeling from it. A lot of it too, the nightmares that we have, is from insecurities as well too, in the waking world, and then it shows up into the dream world as a nightmare. All these images that are scary and just coming out to get you, things that you wish wouldn't happen in the waking world, happening in the dream world. Those can be very nightmarish. But don't despair, and don't feel like, oh God, I don't want to dream because I don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to have that dream again. I felt like that a long time ago in the past when I was having a lot of nightmares and specific ones. So what I did was wrote them down and just took it apart sentence by sentence, piece by piece of the dream. And it started to make a lot of sense for me. I've had dreams that people would consider really nightmarish and scary, but wasn't scary because I learned how, by practicing every day as best I can, how to set myself up for the dream world. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could just be you relaxing and meditating and just breathing, deep breathing exercises right before you go to bed. And also thinking about the things you want to see in your dream world to help your waking world. That's what the dream world was created for, I believe. We created the dream world in order to give us assistance when we're down and out here on planet Earth. That's my beliefs on it. So, yeah, nightmares can be very scary, and nightmares can be very scary for children as well. And a parent just telling the child to just suck it up and go back to bed is horrible, because then the child just realizes that the dream world is unpredictable, and sometimes it'll be scary and sometimes it'll be pleasant, and there's nobody there to help you and assist you. That's what happens when parents just ignore their children when they have a nightmare. Don't ignore your children when they have a nightmare. Listen to them and hear what they have to say about that nightmare, because it might be helping them, actually trying to show them things that they can't see. Even children, showing them things that they can't normally see in the waking world. No matter how old or young or in between we are in age, we're all dreaming. Even if you don't recall your dreams, you're still dreaming. You're still having dreams. So when you do recall them, write them down, and don't be afraid of them, because it's a reflection of you. It's you. So deal with whatever it is that's going on in your dreams. I mean, a lot of people try to feel like they're just totally oblivious and don't know what their dream means, but that's because they haven't taken it apart, and really looked at it. A lot of times people are scared to look at it. So they'll have somebody else look at it and see what they think. It's cool if you want to do that to get another opinion on it. But here's the thing, is that only you, the dreamer, really knows what that dream is about, because you're dreaming it. It's from your subconscious mind. It's from your soul, what you're putting forth. It's your energy. It's no one else's. So you can't really expect anybody to completely know how to interpret any set dream that you have. You need to learn how to do it yourself. And the way to learn how to do it yourself is just take steps, like I've said. And the nightmares become less and less if you're able to understand why you're dreaming of what you're dreaming of. I mean, a lot of times your subconscious is trying to tell you you need to quit that job, or dump that girlfriend, or whatever it is that you have to do, or stop giving so much advice to people that don't want your advice, or whatever it is. Whatever it is that shows up in the dream world, that's something that you have to pay attention to. And it's going to keep on showing up in your dreams that become nightmares until you wake up. Nightmares are a way of waking you up, shaking you up, letting you see that you're not paying attention to what's going on in your waking world. I know that because I've seen it. I've had some really horrific dreams. I've had a dream, I've talked about it on Dream Talk before. I had a dream where I got ran over, literally got ran over, and I died, like a bus crushed my whole body. I felt it in the dream. And then I looked at my body, actually, and saw that I was dead. But I felt the feeling of it, but I wasn't attached to it so much, if that makes any sense to all of you. When you're in the dream world and you can see things happening to you, but it's not having a strong impact on you physically. That's one of the dreams I had a long time ago, and they say that when you die in your dream, you die in real life. Well, obviously not. Because I would have been dead in real life if I got ran over by a truck and I felt the bones crunching and cracking and all that kind of stuff. But I was so in control of what was going on that I just kind of witnessed it and didn't feel scared, because I didn't feel like there was anything to be afraid of. And also, people are really afraid of death, of dying. And that's a whole nother story and a whole nother show. And if you'd like for me to do a show about that, feel free to leave that in the comments section below. But yeah, thanks for joining me today for revisiting the topic of nightmares. I hope it helps anybody out there to feel more confident entering into their dream world. Because this is your dream world, you should feel empowered. This is the time where your subconscious mind is supposed to be helping you out and not making you feel scared, but giving you signs and symbols of whatever it is you need to look out for. You know, we're always there helping ourselves. You know, there's a part of ourselves that knows innately what to do for any given situation in our life, but we don't know how to really tap into that part of ourselves, to really get to where we're following our intuition, and that's when nightmares occur. When we're feeling very unsure of ourselves, and then there's that part of us just going, hey, wake up, this is what's going on. So don't be afraid to listen to that. The time of being extremely afraid of what you dream of is pretty much should be over. We need to embrace our dreams and really understand them and not be afraid of them. Maybe when you're afraid of your dreams, it may mean that you're afraid of yourself, afraid of your own power, afraid of what's inside of you, and afraid of how, if you were to let out what's inside of you, how people will react to you. And that's something that can cause a nightmare if you're suppressing that part of yourself that's powerful and could help you, excel and move on to the next level in your development on your spiritual path. You end up having nightmares if that's stifled. So please do, take the time out to understand your dreams before they turn into nightmares. And if you do have nightmares, try a few of those things that I mentioned and see if they work for you. So yeah, our environment can really make us feel so stressed out and filled with fear and doubt. And there's a lot of people that are feeling very insecure in themselves, but you have to empower yourself. Work every day at empowering yourself and knowing that you have the ability to understand what you're dreaming of and use the understandings from that dream to help you in the waking world. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares. And thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think of today's topic. And let me know if you're having, well, I don't know if I want to say let me know if you're having problems with nightmares. Let me know if you've tried any of these techniques that I talk about. And and also just, yeah, be patient with the process of learning how to understand your dreams. If you never wrote your dreams down on a regular basis, don't expect to see results right away. And here's another tip too, before you go to bed. I've said this before. Tell yourself what you want to dream about. Like post a question to yourself that you really want answers for, and you can have a dream about it. But it may not happen overnight, but just do it every night and see what happens until something happens, and record it. This is your life. It's no one else's, and no one else can really totally, truly, in fact, tell you what your life is all about or what your dream or nightmares are all about. So get to know you, who you are, again, because you once knew who you were. So get to know who you are again. Alrighty, guys, thanks for joining me today. If you'd like to support this channel, Dark Moon Doll, you can donate $1 or more to my PayPal at kdaddytmama@comcast.net. No, at kdaddytmama@comcast.net, and include a question you'd like to see it answered on an upcoming show. That's my way of compensating and rewarding those people who decide to donate to this channel. And when you donate to this channel, the proceeds goes to getting a camera that I can use, and also to funding, to raising money so that I can buy land and get, have my own place to where I can grow all the produce and build my own homes, the way that I feel like it should be in this world. And not being victim or straggled down to paying rent all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what that's about, the whole funding and supporting this channel. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys really take your dream world seriously and realize that it's there to help you and not to just scare the fuck out of you. I mean, nightmares do that. Dreams, they'll come and present themselves to you how they are. Okay, if you're not getting it, okay, so now we got to bring on the big guns. We got to make it scary as fuck, you know what I mean? And that's where the nightmares come in. Because you're not listening. In the waking world, you're not listening to what's going on in your world. And so you've got to be waking up. So the way to wake up, go out there and get yourself a dream journal. It could just be a freaking notebook. It doesn't have to say dream journal or be any fancy thing. Just get a spiral notebook and start writing your dreams down and see what happens. And feel free to let me know. Alrighty, guys, I will see you soon. Brightest blessings to you all.